So then the
Oh my
whole
God.
thing goes over your head and it covers your eyes and your
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it would help you, Steph.
Do you have a like? I mean, is it a ball? Like, does it strap around the back?
It's for headaches. Okay, I gotta go
Oh.
again, guys. Sorry.
I'm sorry. We were talking about different headgear here for a second. Oh no! Come on now. Don't do this to me. All right, hold on. Let me go to technical difficulties and then we'll be right back. Fucking hell. I think it's because, like, as soon as PJ turned off his camera, my computer was like,
God.
nope, everyone's gone. Take care.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I was like-
okay, bye, everybody. Fuck
Adios.
you.
That was
Internet,
super
you
weird.
jerks. It happened when PJ joined earlier as well. Like, it just kicked me out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, bye.
Oh, that's weird. I was like, PJ leaves, and then like you leave. I was like, no one can take a ball gag joke. I was like, what's
No.
going on here?
No, I made the ball guy joke. I can take it.
I know.
You can take
Well,
it.
I was like, you were just so embarrassed. You were like, oh, that's not. Maybe I should just fucking exit stage left.
Yeah, that's not my vibe
I'm
now.
No.
You just hang in there. You're like,
I don't
I'm
make
gonna
it.
double down on the ball gag joke.
Yeah, honestly, if I don't get one for Christmas from you, Drew, it's over.
Yes.
It's coming. Among other things.
It's just Pagan Happy Hour now. Sorry, Raccoon and Friends
It
Productions. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
it was
sorry,
weird
local
because
friends.
everybody left but me and Steph. But then I
Yeah.
looked on the stream and it was just you,
you.
Pagan, and the rest of us were gone. I was like, I have no idea. The internet just fucking broke for a
Yeah,
second.
the internet broke. Maybe the internet couldn't handle the NSFW ball gag joke.
And you know, it
I
probably
mean,
couldn't.
with if Elon's in charge, we probably got canceled.
No, actually, opposite. Elon's like, put all the ball gag jokes you want on Twitter. Fucking say whatever you want.
Yeah, unless it's a parody of the actual ball gag, the original
Unless you
ball gag.
don't
and then
say
you're-
that you're a parody of the original
Right.
ball gag, then you
Exactly.
are
If I'm
fucked.
making fun of
Yeah,
ball gags and don't declare it a
Yeah.
parody.
Did
it's
you
over.
see that there's some comedians and stuff like that, including like Kathy Griffiths and somebody else who had who changed their
Yeah.
name to Elon Musk
Yes.
in protest,
yeah.
and then they all got suspended.
I don't know what it says
Jesus.
about the people I follow on Twitter, but like all of a sudden, like half of my feed was like Elon Musk parody accounts. I was like, is everybody I follow just like that against what's going on here? I was
Apparently.
like,
I see like loads of pictures of like dumpster fire basically everywhere. They're just like, this is trash fire. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, well, it's always been a fucking
Yeah, the-
trash fire. It's Twitter.
Yeah.
yeah, the real bickers just pay $8 a month. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all. That's
On
the
top
only
of-
response.
You can say whatever the fuck
Everything
you want
else.
as long as you pay $8 a month to have it verified. Bitch.
Or more.
I might pay it. Here's the thing. I might pay it. I just want to
Go
see.
for it.
I kind of
I
might
want
not
the
kind of
check
interested. I'm gonna give him $8 maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I want
we'll
the
see.
elusive check mark for $8.
I'm gonna give him $8 and then just bug the shit out of celebrities. Be like, hey, I paid for
gonna
my
find
verification.
A blue emoji.
Is there an
Like a
emoji?
s- yeah,
Is
I
there-
was gonna.
yeah,
I'm
is
gonna
there
find a
an
blue
emoji that we
emoji
could
that I'll
add?
just put
Let's
next to mine
create
that is similar to a blue tick, but it's not actually.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I think people have done that
That's better.
before.
Yeah,
Come
That'd
on,
be
world.
nice.
I know you can create this.
or a
Let's
pink
do
one,
this.
or a purple one. Why is that gotta be blue?
Yeah.
Fucking, I want.
We'll
the
create our
pink-
own couch soup status.
Yeah.
We'll just create like a little
Yes.
couch soup
little
thing.
orange
to
couch
put next to
soup
you.
emote.
Can it
Thank
just
you.
be like dripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it drips onto a blue check mark and makes it orange.
Perfect.
Be like, if you don't get the orange check, you're nobody.
Ah, nobody.
For
So
$20 though. Yeah, we'll charge you
Oh.
double.
Yeah.
That's
I
right,
love
blue
being a
peppers.
nobody. It's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
PJ had to make a call. He'll be back in, and then
Yes.
probably when he comes back in, it'll probably break the stream. So we're just waiting for that moment to happen. So before we get started, we're just kind of shooting the shit because I'm anticipating the internet not working.
To be fair, the internet hasn't played ball so far. Oh, look, another ball joke.
Oh.
Oh God, don't tempt it. Elon Musk, I'm sorry.
You know, I just to start it off. I mean, there were a lot of interesting trailers that dropped.
True.
Oh, hold on, Raccoons and Friends Productions. How much for the official CouchSoup ball gag? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Finally,
Yeah.
Finally.
finally
been
getting into the
waiting.
merch department that we were all fucking waiting for.
I know. Listen, guys, it's on back order. Who know? Apparently during the pandemic, ball gags were really popular. So
I mean, When weren't they?
hard to
You know what I
get.
mean?
No, there were a lot of good trailers that dropped. You know, there was a new Avatar trailer. A lot of Christmas trailers have been dropping. The Ryan Reynolds is in
Spirited
yet
Away,
another
that looks
movie.
good.
Spirited, yeah.
I don't know how that guy. Does that guy Does he clone himself?
Does he?
I
Yeah.
think
What is he? What
he
I'm
has like
pretty
7 movies that
sure.
come out a year. That is actually impossible. Like if you think about like how many movies you can actually film in a year. I mean, I don't even know if that's.
It's true.
It's kind of crazy.
It's
He's either
true.
like Iron Man, and he's just got like a whole collection. Like you open his
Yeah.
closet doors, and there's just this hall of Ryan Reynolds.
Right?
He keeps
He's
the
like,
Green Lantern
activate-
one locked in a box, like in the corner.
As he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it there, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah. Activate
pretty
Ryan
cool.
number 48.
He makes fun of that in Deadpool too, though. So.
Does he?
Yeah,
he does,
about
yeah.
for
In the end
Green
credits?
Lantern. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the end credits, he makes fun
Yeah,
of
that
it.
was good. That was.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
Ryan,
shoots
when
himself or
him
something.
his real self, yeah, is actually reading the script.
Twice.
So
I
great.
forgot about the other Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Well,
also-
yeah, because it was the one from Wolverine.
Yeah, because he had to
Yeah.
to correct the
It's like, yeah, don't do
timeline. I think it was his reasoning.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Which anyone would
Yeah,
do.
so I mean, I wanted to do a Christmas movie, even though I'm not a big, I'm a proponent of you don't really talk about Christmas till after Thanksgiving. That's just my thing. It's a thing I have. I don't know why. I feel like there's too much going on. Every holiday needs its
mean,
time. It's time for Thanksgiving. It's not time for Christmas. But here we are. It's a Christmas movie. I know PJ, you're excited about Christmas.
Always. My tree's already up.
No way.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, my tree's.
I'm
What's
honestly
today? My tree's
gutted
been
that
up
it
for-
wasn't up in September when I came over.
My
So
tree's
it's
been
the
up since
8th.
Sunday.
Rude.
Wow.
Oh my God! It's Sunday. That's so cool.
Sunday?
Ooh.
Like Halloween came down and the tree just like magically came up. Do you have like a wand that like fucking makes that shit work?
Oh.
Right.
Can
I
we
added
invent
red to
that?
the tree this year, so it's been a big debate in the house whether the red's going to stay. Cause,
Oh,
you know,
I
we're
like
kinda-
red though. Like the
Oh,
red and the
gold
green and
and white.
golds are lovely. It's very festive.
So we'll see. We'll see. It's up, but yeah, Christmas is big here. We've already played Christmas carols. We're there. We're
Wow.
here. Christmas has arrived.
I arrived
Did
at
you
the
just
wrong
skip
time.
over? Do you even have Thanksgiving? Did you just like not even think about Thanksgiving?
I'm Canadian. It happened October 11th.
Ah, that makes sense.
Ah.
So the American Thanksgiving is sort of just like another.
What do you have
Thursday.
Thanksgiving? Do you have the same
I'm
Thanksgiving?
allowed to officially sing Christmas carols out loud after Thanksgiving.
Out loud.
Yeah.
I love
You just hum them
because
to
mostly
yourself?
yeah he's just yeah it's just to himself or just in his
Yeah.
own head throughout the whole year.
Oh my God.
What's your favorite Christmas carol or Christmas song?
Oh.
God, there's so many. There's so like I don't have a favorite. Like that's impossible. That's like saying which one of your kids would you throw overboard if there's not enough room on the boat.
Well, which
I
one would
don't
you?
know.
Is it Zoe? No, whichever one.
Which one is it, and
I
why
love
is it
Zoe.
Zoe?
Don't do it to her.
Yeah, she watches. She's already gonna have a complex enough. Like one night she broke down and she's just like she's so convinced this guy's the favorite. I had to like, no, just when she cooks for me, she's the favorite.
Oh.
Oh.
It's yeah, it's.
Well,
it's-
you can
it's-
send her
it's-
my way if
it's a
you like.
tough
My twin
call.
brother has always been the favorite in the family, and my parents are like, "That's not true," and I'm like, "Go fuck yourselves." Yeah, it is. Yeah, it fucking is. Like so, I'll take Zoe. We'll be best friends.
There needs to be like a movie about the lost stepchildren or something, or like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
unfavored, the
The
unfavored.
least
Island
favorite.
of misfit children.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Done. Write that book,
Oh,
PJ.
man.
My favorite one is it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I like Michael Bublé's rendition.
Well, that's a good one.
Oh, wow.
It's
okay.
the best one. It's
He's
like
Canadian. I want to like him, but I've got better versions of that.
okay, but I mean, you know,
Good
he's
enough.
funny and he's fun.
Yeah. I might have to go with "Let It Snow." Is
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, the weather
Yeah.
outside is
Yeah, I
so-
like that one too.
yeah. It just feels like it feels like the idea of that, and also it plays at the end of Die Hard, so it kind of has a special place in my heart.
So what was
That's
the
fair.
first Christmas song Carol I played this year was for my dad. It was his favorite. It was Mary's Boy Child by Boney M.
Boney M.
Alright,
Wow.
then.
I don't know what you just said.
Maybe it might have been a cry.
That's
I
the
don't like
one.
that song.
And then, come on, another good one is Bing Crosby's, what's that, Hawaiian Christmas? Come on, that's a funny one, too.
Oh, I love.
I don't
Mele
think I knew that
Kaliki Maka is the thing
Oh.
to say on a
Oh,
warm
yes. Yeah.
Christmas day.
No Mariah Carey.
That's a cute one.
The
real
island
picture.
Yeah, the
green.
Mariah Carey one. As soon as it comes on the radio or in the shops, then I'm like, it's
Oh.
Christmas.
I know the
Yeah.
problem is
No,
it's played
overplayed.
in the stores all the
I love
time.
it. Don't care.
Yeah.
On repeat.
There was a song I
put her
heard
in.
on the radio the other day, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I heard her do her little whistle tone, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
Mariah."
Man.
Mariah Carey and Jennifer Hudson and Ariana Grande did a song was it last year or the year before? That was a good
Oh.
one for Christmas. Is it
Oh, really?
I know what you're talking
Santa
about.
Can You Tell Me?
Oh, yeah. I think- Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
Santa
was part of like
Tell
a
Me.
movie or something. Yeah,
Oh,
Santa
really?
Tell Me. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
love that
Yeah,
song.
wasn't
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
in
that
a
was a good
movie? Yeah, it was made for a movie, I think.
Oh.
That is a good one. It
I
is
thought
actually
that was a
pretty
great
good.
one. Yeah. Out of like the newer
Is-
songs,
it-
you know.
But I don't
And-
know if that's new. I think that's a remake. I think they
Yeah,
I think
it's
they
a
just
remake.
Oh,
It's not a
That's a
new one.
remake. Yeah.
And the Leona Lewis one is good as well. I don't know if you must have that in America.
I love her. She's good.
Leona Lewis. It's the countdown to Christmas. What's it called? Christmas
one. I gotta
song. What
look
the
it
fuck
up.
is that called?
Countdown.
One More Sleep. One more sleep
I don't
until
know.
it's Christmas.
Hey, Drew, when did we shoot
No?
the
great.
UCI Journey commercial? Was it 21 or 20?
I love that song. It's a good song.
20, I would say, before the pandemic.
Raccoons and Friends.
Right.
It's funny. Boney M. I used to dance under that name.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah.
So good. That's-
Boney M.
That's
Who
good.
does that? No, hard no.
We went to the islands once and they played that song at Christmas, and my dad just fell in love with it.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Mm.
So, well, speaking of oldies but goodies, the Christmas Story obviously warmed the hearts of many as a Christmas movie that has probably, I think for a lot of people, not me, but for a lot of people, it seems like that's like a tradition. You
No.
watch the Christmas Story on Christmas.
Oh yeah, my dad would sit us down and watch that. We would watch that every year, along with like,
Yeah.
all the other Christmas movies.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I don't know why it never resonated with me. It's not something that ever caught on. But I get it. I get why. And here we are. I don't even. How many years later is it? I should know this. I should have done my research. But it's been.
That was in '83, so 40 years.
40
Jesus, 40 years.
God.
Holy
years
smokes!
later.
40-year sequel. Everybody, here we come. A Christmas Story Christmas. That's a mouthful. Say that 4 times fast.
Yeah.
Jesus. With the original Ralphie, playing.
Flick and Schwartz, the original 3 kids.
Yeah. This is gonna be crazy. I mean, like, talk about like, it's sort. Does it feel like now is the day? Like, this is the time. If you were an '80s actor, and you were like
Oh yeah,
had a hit
absolutely.
in the '80s, like this is your time. Like
This
you're
is
like,
your
holy
comeback
shit,
moment.
this is
Yeah.
your comeback. I mean,
And there's a
Ralph
lot of comeback
Macchio,
moments. Yeah.
fucking like Cobra Kai, like that whole
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
then you have like, I mean, now this and. It is. I don't even understand. Like, if I was an '80s actor right now, I'd be like fucking calling my agent, like, let's do this. It's like it is on. I don't know. Okay, I mean, were you guys, PJ? Were you a big Christmas Story fan?
You know what? Look at I watch them all. I'm not like your wife that does all the Hallmark ones. Those I can only take a couple. But honestly, this one is not the highest on my list.
Yeah.
I still watch it every year. I still love it. I think I've just watched it too many times. It's not there for me anymore. But I relate to so much of that movie. I'll watch a whole bunch of other ones first. I'm a huge anything to do with Scrooge. So anything Charles Dickens, I'm gonna be all over. If you do get the chance, Guy Pearce did a version. It's a mini series, a 3-part from in England.
I wanted to watch that one.
It's the Christmas Carol from the POV of Tiny Tim's mom,
Oh.
and it's so good. You really got to watch it. You really got to watch that. But I will watch this, and I did watch the trailer. I'm sorry, I've already watched the trailer, and of course I'm going to watch this. So.
All right.
Other than researching this for for trailer talk, I have both A, never seen this film, and B, had never heard of this film before. So
Really?
Oh.
yeah, nothing.
What
Got
rock are
absolutely.
you
original
under?
trailer too.
I watched the original trailer because we were gonna watch this trailer today, and I was
Okay,
like, I
good.
better fucking watch the trailer for the original or something. Like, I need some sort of context. And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I feel like okay, so it's the kids from okay, that makes sense. I've
Right.
also never seen Christmas Vacation. All right, no more questions.
Oh,
Thank you
wow.
so much for your time.
Wow.
It's been a great
Well,
episode, you guys.
Listen, I don't think you actually know what Christmas is. Until
We
you've
do.
seen
We
that
just
movie.
have like American Christmas. Like, come on now, Christmas Vacation and A Christmas
Yeah.
Story,
It's
from
a
what I've seen,
classic.
are very typically American
So good.
stories.
If there's a movie that needs a fucking sequel, it's that fucking movie, not the.
Yes.
God, Merry Christmas, shitter's full. I mean, it's just the lines in that movie are just incredible. Oh my
good.
God, I don't even know how you can get through Christmas because I feel like people are just talking quotes of that movie, and if you
Vacation?
would have no idea what they're talking. Yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas
literally
Vacation,
every time.
Yeah.
I think we've had this conversation before at Christmas on CouchSoup, where people are like in the Zoom hangs or something, membership Zoom hangs if you're unsure, and they're making those quotes, and I'm sitting there like, people are saying some random shit today. That's weird.
Yeah, yeah. People, that's weird. That's a weird thing to say right now.
A strange
Yeah.
thing to come out with. I must not get that reference. Yeah. Turns out it's just
Oh,
quotes
man.
I've never seen.
Yeah,
Maybe this will be the year you watch it.
yeah. Maybe,
You know what, Stephanie? Or it might not be.
I tried.
Or
Or not.
or we schedule a community event and we
Yeah, you're gonna have to fucking force me to watch
You're
that
gonna
shit.
sit down and you're gonna watch
Yeah.
this
Alright,
movie.
That's fair.
Well, we're not gonna watch Christmas Vacation, but we are gonna watch A Christmas Story Christmas trailer. Let's
Yes,
do that.
I'm excited.
And,
Alright.
let's check this thing out.
I'm just going to adjust you slightly because when we there we go.
Deleted.
Thank you. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait a sec, I gotta get her open.
Oh shit.
All right, you call her whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, life moves fast. One day you're playing kick the can with kids named Flick and Schwartz.
I triple dog dare you!
And the next thing you know, you're a certified adult.
Ralph, it's your old man.
Fragile.
He was the best.
Ralphie,
have grown up
promise
so
me
much.
we're gonna make this a wonderful Christmas. That would make your father so happy.
I promise.
His eyes are
What
so
had I
blue.
done?
Yeah,
And now it was all up to me?
I suggest you start drinking and don't stop till New Year's.
I like that guy's
Who wants
strategy.
to go see
I
Santa?
like this song
This
too.
is amazing, incredible.
We will meet you right here when you're
Oh my
done.
god, it's the same.
Don't let him kick you in the face. Now in.
When it's just
Hey.
us decorating, it kind of feels like child labor.
Honey, it's not labor if we don't pay you.
Cheers.
My dad made this all look so easy.
That doesn't mean it was easy.
Schwartz, I triple dog dare you.
Oh, I got it now.
Get out of there!
No.
That's brutal.
Oh my god.
Slowly I could feel the Christmas ember beginning to glow again.
Just get a sword.
Yeah.
He did. He just looked on the knife. Oh.
Oh, he breaks fourth wall. Is that a thing? That must be a thing from the original, is it?
I don't actually remember if that's a thing
Oh,
from the
interesting.
original.
What was
Favreau's
it?
producer now.
Breaking the fourth wall. He did it.
I
Ralphie's
don't
Favreau's
remember-
producer. Right?
What's a producer?
Ralphie is John Favreau's producer. They do. He works with John Favreau and everything.
Oh,
as a
yeah, I think.
producer.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, really? That's cool.
I went drinking with one that
Who, John Favreau?
Ralphie.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
I've gone drink with Favreau before, yeah.
Yeah?
That would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good fucking shit. Wait, do we have to wait until we're not on air? Ah! You have to coolest fucking stories, PJ, and you held out at me while I was there, you bastard.
I'm trying to think.
Just didn't get him drunk enough, Steph. Next time.
So I know him through Swingers days because I used to be really good friends with.
I'm sorry,
Patty
you were
Van
swinging
Horn
with who?
And Vince Vaughn. So I know Fab
The movie
days of
Swingers.
Oh.
The movie Swingers. It's another movie.
Yeah. It didn't come out right the first time. Yeah.
With Ralphie and Vince Vaughn? Wow, that's great. Like, good for
To
you.
be clear, PJ also had his swinger days.
I see.
Like, so they didn't overlap between those two.
Had.
Finished. Upsetting.
Why are we talking in past tense?
Can you pass me my keys?
You know what? I'll go first. It has the nostalgic heartstrings. I want to see it again. It kind of reminds me that I'm old too. I don't know. This is trailer talk. As a trailer, I don't know if it was intriguing enough for me to want to watch this. It started off really well with nostalgic points. I love the coloring in the beginning and the way it works. But the way they cut the trailer together didn't make me go, oh my God, I got to see this. It seemed to be too many random shots just cut together. Still going to watch it. You know, it's Christmas. It has to have sleigh bells. It had sleigh bells. But as far as the story went, I was kind of like, well, what's happening here? So I don't know. I didn't think it was a good trailer.
I actually agree. I concur.
You don't even know what the show is about.
Well, I watched the trailer of the 1983, which is a fucking summary. I confer. I just felt like the trailer doesn't make me want to see this movie, and I feel like maybe unless you're a diehard fan of the original, you'd be like, damn, I really need to see that. That looks funny. This trailer did not sell it for me. I'm like, cool.
I wonder if it's too long ago. Like the bartender is his little brother. Like, you know, I'm assuming people caught that, but the different cameos from the different people. The bad kid, the one bad kid, the smaller of the bad kids or the bigger, he died a couple years ago, eh?
Oh,
so
shame.
He's not going to be in on it.
Wow.
One of the bad kids died, I remember.
I see.
Might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know. What did you think, Steph?
Oh, I loved it. Because I was trying to think of it like with Christmas movies. You know, it's always fun to watch when there's always something crazy going on, something's not right, and this, you know, Ralphie's like trying to achieve the unachievable. He feels trying to put on like the perfect Christmas for his kids because he loved it as a kid. I don't know. It feels almost, the trailer though made it feel like it was like the grown-ups meets national like Christmas or Christmas Vacation. So it was like a weird kind of mix, but I don't know. I liked it. I don't think it was a great trailer, but I'm excited. Like, it looks like it could be a really funny movie.
I rented a house from the original Christmas Story once for a commercial.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was it
We
spicy?
were doing for Best Buy, and we actually got the leg and that and put it in the window again. And a guy bought the house because he loved that movie so much, and he was willing to do a commercial with us.
Wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's really cool. And you had the leg. The leg.
Yeah. Is the dad from the original he's dead too, right? Or no?
Yes.
Is he still alive? He's dead.
No, I believe he's.
So that was the thing. In the first one, it was all about the dad's trying to control Christmas with the way they were trying to cook the turkey, and then the turkey didn't get cooked, and he talked about always loving having to have that turkey meat, and the dogs taking the turkey, and then they wanting to get the kid the gun, but they couldn't get, like, the dad was the center of the original, and I feel him not here.
Well, I mean, but it's clearly making, now he's the
supposed
dad.
to be the
Now
new
he's
one.
the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now taken on the mantle of what his dad and trying to recreate that perfect Christmas, right? You know.
Billingsley still has that wide-eyed kid wonder though look in his face, right? The other guy, what was the original father's name?
Darren McGavin. Sorry, he died in 2006.
He was so animated in his actions. Like, I totally remember him. Back in the day, he was like that one of those guys that was in every frickin' sitcom. Like, he was a guest star on everything, and he always had that way about him. I really liked him as an actor. I don't know if Billingsley can hold up to that guy.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. I agree with you. It's the trailer is it's good, not great. I think it checks all the boxes, like you said, PJ. I think if you're like Stephanie loved it, right? I think if you're sort of like if this movie is sort of like that like tradition for you where you sat down and watch A Christmas Story every Christmas, then this trailer is getting you excited, right? I think it's doing its job. But for someone like me who doesn't really like that, A Christmas Story is not like something I'm more akin to watch Die Hard than I am A Christmas Story, right? You know, that's just my like where I land, you know. So yeah, when I watch this, I'm probably missing a ton of the references that aren't completely obvious. But I do think this looks really good. Like the way it's shot looks really it looks expensive. Like it doesn't look cheap. Like as far as like
it does look good.
Because most Christmas movies, like it's either Hallmark or kind of like they go into like kind of fantasy land where it's like too like elf or Santa Claus, and it like has that look of like I don't know, it feels like CGI cheap. I don't know, it just doesn't. It always feels like there's this layer of Christmas like glitter on it. Like it doesn't feel like a normal movie. This feels like a movie. Like it actually looks like it's shot really well. Like the coloring on it is really cool. It almost feels vintage in a weird way. Like the way it looks, it kind of has this like the way it kind of like shadowing around the edges, the whole thing, and it kind of the blacks are a little bit crushed. Like I don't know, it looks really cool. Like it looks really nice, and warm.
Yeah,
it kind of feels.
I was gonna say like the
like
color grading
Christmas.
on it is really cool. I like that too.
Yeah. And the only other thing I'll say is like, I don't really buy his wife. She is way out of that guy's league.
She's so really much younger than he is, and also like the mom in this. Obviously, it's not the original mom. I think her name's Julie Hegarty. She's roughly 67 or 68 or something like that. Like Julie Hegarty herself was playing the older lady, and they've just made her look really, really old. And I'm like, oh. Like, just hire somebody.
Really?
Like, just cast somebody that is older, because I feel like the look of, like, the fact that they've aged her turns me off. I'm kind of like, because she is gorgeous. Like, she looks fucking well. But, yeah, they've just aged her a lot in this, and I'm like,
So how many years after the first one is this? Because it looks like the 70s. I can't tell. 70s, 80s.
Yeah, it is interesting because I can't tell if it feels like the cars and everything, and
yeah,
like
you're right.
the styling feels like it's in like the
it's still
late
dated.
70s.
Even all the clothes, like there's a shot and she's got crutches. The mom, the wife, has crutches and they're wooden, and they're in like the Christmas store. Just waiting
everything
line,
as well as like that. Those colors, like those mustard yellows and things like that from the 70s. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, I never even noticed that.
So the one thing that I think that's probably one thing that throws me off is like it has been like 40 years, so I don't know how old Ralphie is supposed to be in this.
I mean, he looks pretty old.
So
I mean,
it definitely looks like he's in his 40s ish, you know, like or more or older.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess maybe when did the original Christmas Story come out? Was it a period piece? Did it air?
So it came out in 83.
It came out in 83. I just don't know if it was based in the 60s or anything. Like when
because that wouldn't make sense, because this looks like it's like obviously not in the 80s. This doesn't feel 80s. This feels before the 80s.
It's the 1940s.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it would be like the early 80s, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this film?
Or late 70s, maybe early 80s. Yeah, because it definitely doesn't feel like late 80s. Like I can tell you that, like the cars and stuff. Like.
Oh, okay. I gotta tell you, I did not know it was set in the 1940s. So now watching that trailer makes a lot more sense.
I never realized that, but that makes
like when I watched the original trailer, I'm like, well, that's a
looking
movie.
at the cars. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
that makes sense.
Funny.
It's been a while since I've watched it.
Yeah. It does make sense though, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah. No. No. It's been a hot minute since I've seen the original. But gosh, yeah, it looks cool. Like you can tell this is an HBO production. It just looks like they put some talent behind this. I just don't know if the script's good. Like I didn't really laugh in the trailer, other than when the kid like unsheathes like a sword for Christmas. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
I really hope he does not stab himself. I'm hoping like
there's gonna be like some. He's been asking for a sword the whole time, just
Yeah.
like what's his face was asking for the BB gun, right? There's got to be some.
When I was a
parallel
kid,
there,
I
right?
wanted a pirate sword so bad, and not somebody from my mom or dad finally got me the sword, and it was a big, long,
pirate
pointy, fake metal plastic one, and I was so happy to see that. And my dad, very stoic Dutchman, just quick to the point, he goes, "Oh, can I see it? I had this thing 90 seconds."
Oh,
And he
no.
takes it and sits on it and breaks it in half and go, "Oh, sorry," because he didn't want me poking anybody's eye out. I'm like,
Oh, heartbroken for
still
you.
scarred. Still, and he just looks at me and smiles and goes, "Oops, sorry."
Should have got you a foam sword. Looks like. Get you a foam sword for Christmas, PJ.
Dude, I will buy you a pirate sword.
Many pirate swords.
I don't even know why I wanted one. I mean, I'm not really into swords.
I mean, you're a pirate.
I'm not like knives. Like when someone gets cut in a movie with a knife, I have to look away. Like you can shoot them, you can hit them with an axe, but if you slice them with a knife, I cannot watch.
I have this. Okay, so
Hit him
it's
with an
actually
axe?
it's because
But
of
a knife is too.
Yeah, no, the knife is too much
That's
because
too much
of
for me, man.
it's universal pain knowledge, okay? Because a lot of us obviously have never been shot, thankfully, right? So when somebody has a gun in a movie, you're just kind of like, okay, you can actually distance yourself from that reality. But if someone pulls out a knife, we've all cut ourselves with a
that's
knife. We all
interesting.
recognize what that pain is like, and it's only the smallest nick. Then when you're cutting something. So when somebody gets stabbed in a film, your brain automatically goes, God, that pain must be 50,000 times worse than that like time I chopped my finger open. So that's why it's actually universal pain knowledge. That's why.
When we
Yeah,
had the
I don't
studio
feel
one in
pain, so-
Canada,
That's
I
true.
was cutting foam core. I can't remember what I was trying to build, and I had a brand new blade,
Oh, no.
and it slipped, and it went right through my finger, and for a split second I could see bone. I was like, "Oh wow!" And it needed to get stitched.
Oh wow!
And I didn't get it stitched right away because I was in the middle of a job. I had to get it done. So I'm trying to like keep it all together, and I got it all taped up, and the fucking thing won't stop bleeding.
Super glue, man.
And
That's
then
what it was
I
invented
take
for.
it, when you hold your cut together so much like this, and you take it, it doesn't look that bad. It's kind of sticky together. So the guy at the emergency just put a little sling on it, some tape, put a little sling on it, and then that sling started bleeding. So then I took it the next day. I'm still bleeding, so I take it to this doctor, and he takes it off, and the thing just goes.
Oh no!
Of course, I passed out. But it was too late. It was too late to stitch it then. So I was. That thing was fucking sore.
So they just amputate it.
See,
You don't
and
have-
I
that's
would've
why
passed out
anytime
after
you see a
the
knife
wow.
in a film, your brain's like, it goes into like PTSD shock. So
It
Yeah,
is.
there you
it
go.
does. I can't. I
You're
have to
welcome,
look away.
Internet.
Even when they cut themselves to like put the blood. I'm like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I like
That's wild.
Raccoons and Friends Productions. That's the saddest Christmas story I've ever heard, PJ. I think it's the pirate sword.
Yeah, vivid. Remember the color of the chair that he sat in, all the people around. Couldn't cry because I was a man, and I was just like, but ooh.
You should let those tears fly, buddy.
Yeah,
Just
let
let
'em
'em- You
fly.
can cry now. Do you
That's so
need to
sad.
cry it out now?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
can
there's
just
no
have, like, a
tears
cry
left in this
session.
body, buddy. There's no tears left in this
It's just it's a dry husk of a man. It's just
He needs to look emotional. He has like this.
Poor
Gets to be
buddy.
to
spritz
Skylar's
amount,
wedding, I'll
spritz
just be
his face.
blabbering like a blabbering idiot.
yeah. Oh man.
So anyway, I don't know. I'll watch it because it's Christmas, and I have to watch every single Christmas movie ever made, except all the
True.
Hallmark ones.
Some of the
I
Hallmark
will
ones are
watch it.
good. All right,
There's
wait,
a
hold
couple
on.
good
Did you
ones.
see? Did you see Lindsay Lohan's making a comeback?
No,
I can't watch
I
Lindsay
saw that she's
Lohan.
making
I
a
have
comeback,
too
but I
many.
haven't watched
I
it
have
yet.
too many.
Excuse
I
me,
have too
sir. You
many
just said you want to watch
Lindsay
every
Lohan
Christmas
shows.
movie ever. That's coming to Netflix pretty soon.
It's technically a Hallmark movie, right? Though I think it's a
Yeah,
Hallmark.
it is
Is it-
technically.
I've
Technically
talked to
something
some of
like that. I
those
don't know if it's actually
directors.
Hallmark.
It's a
but-
tough grind. That's a tough grind to crank those movies
And
out. They
Chad
get like
Overshore.
300 grand to do the whole movie, and it's just it's a grind.
I have to
Yeah,
say,
the
some of the
talent- The
Netflix
talent takes like 100 grand of it.
Oh, I know.
some of the
There ain't
Netflix
much to
Christmas
do.
movies are like Look, I know they're trashed, but I fucking love them.
I love them too. Like, but there's some good ones of late. Like, I like Noelle. Have you watched Noelle?
I actually haven't. That's with the Anna Kendrick, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't seen that
It's
yet.
worth it.
No, I like the ones with Vanessa
Last
Hudgens.
Christmas is decent. Nah, she's another one. Yeah,
Like
those
there's
are
like a
hard for me to watch.
princess once, and I'm like, this is stupid,
no,
but I kind
won't
of
do
loved it.
those. I won't do those.
The Netflix Christmas
And all
ones
the
are
anime,
alright.
and Klaus, of course. Now that's a must. Every
That is
Christmas
a
I like
must.
animated
Klaus.
Christmas films. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Such a fantastic film. Yeah.
But the
it's
other
fantastic.
one, and I know we're going to talk about it when we say what are we watching, because I've already watched episode 1. I watched it last night or the night before, and that's the Guy Pearce A Christmas Carol.
I'll have to watch
And it only ran in England, I think, first. Like, it was made for British TV, and then it came over here. And it's dark, man. There's nothing Christmassy about it except that it takes place at Christmas. But it's 3 bleak episodes. But God, it's good.
You love it,
And
though.
and his turn this time is just like, yep, you better turn, buddy. You better turn. So it's
Yeah, I
it's
really wanted to
good.
watch that before. I remember
I
when it was on
highly
TV.
suggest it.
and
Where
I
are you
missed
watching that, PJ?
It was on FX.
On my special channel.
I see.
I love that special channel.
That's my favorite channel.
Yeah. He's being cryptic, so he doesn't
Yes,
go to
Amelia,
jail.
that's
Yeah,
the
I
one
knew.
with Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis plays one of the spirits that instructs Marley. Yeah,
And
and
the-
and look at it, like
Serkis
when
is
you
everywhere.
watch it, Marley is at an island of trees, and I'm like, is this a nod to the island of Misfits? Like from the claymation? It just dawned on me last night. I'm like, is this a nod to that? Because if it is, man, that's bleak. It's bleak. It's really
What's
good.
the Island of Misfits?
So from the Rudolph, it's the Rudolph claymation
toys.
story where the island of misfit toys, where they get stuck on the island of misfit toys, and everybody's waiting, that Santa's going to come by and pick them up one time and take them. It's like the Jack in the Box that got labeled wrong, or the elephant with polka dots. It's
The car with square wheels.
yeah. It's kind
Is
of
it like a Toy
it's
Story
every
thing?
kid in the '60s that wasn't allowed to say they were different, identified with the misfit toys.
Yeah, this was
Speaking of misfits, the
I-
kid, the daughter
Your
in this
Christmas
trailer-
knowledge is impressing me, friend. It's kind of like when I talk about Marvel, like right now. Like I know what you feel like when I'm nerding out on Marvel.
Yes.
Go ahead, Steph. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, speaking of misfits, because I was distracted by the boy unsheathing his new dagger that he got, but the daughter next to him, his sister, has a dead ferret or a bat or something that has been preserved.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And I
Yeah.
just noticed that, and she's all happy.
Wait,
I'm just
what?
trying to.
Yeah, she's like petting like some dead animal. Yeah.
Where is that? Is it in the trailer? Wait,
It's in like
It's-
the
it's in-
131 mark.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
some- like around there.
Jesus.
But is the other guy?
so-
Is that supposed to be? So is that supposed to be his little brother? Like or is that maybe the wife's
What do you mean?
family member? I'm just trying to figure out who this man is. Like
The kid with
who's
the
brought
sword?
who's brought all these exotic
Oh.
gifts. I'm just trying to
oh,
figure
I
out.
don't know.
see.
Like, did he pop
I
out of
don't know.
Jumanji? Like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, because there's a guy right before that in like a safari hat and like
Yes,
a weird
yeah.
cloak.
Yeah.
He's traveled
yeah.
somewhere.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to figure
It's a
out.
brother from
And
somewhere.
it was tough for kids back in those days. Remember the Christmas Carol, I'm Getting Nothing for Christmas?
No,
You don't remember the Christmas Carol, I'm Getting Nothing for Christmas?
that's so sad.
This is a
Wait,
really sad-
nothing?
But
or
when
nut-
you go through the
'cause
list
I'm
of
sure
the
that's
things
a
that he
porn
did
film.
bad, like I broke a bat on Johnny's head.
What
It
is
was
wrong
tough.
with you? Where did you grow
You
up?
never heard that Christmas Carol?
No.
No, no.
He broke a
Well,
bat on
look it up-
Johnny's
look it
head.
up right now. I broke a bat on Johnny's head. I hit a frog in my sister's bed. Like it's the stuff goes on and on. It
I
goes,
mean,
now
that
I'm getting
rhymes.
nothing
That's
for
all
Christmas.
that does.
Nailed it.
There's
Wow.
tough times.
That is very sad. I hope they
I
get
guess the
nothing.
first movie did.
Unless Johnny was a
capture
dick and
that.
deserved it. Maybe he
You
did.
made Tommy eat a bug. You put some ink in mommy's bed. Like the kid is he would get a good spanking.
That kid's
Although you're
getting
not
left
allowed
on
to
the
hit
side of the
children, I
road
don't hit
somewhere. What the
children.
fuck?
but I got hit. I'm surprised. You guys know that. Play that. You know it.
Play it?
No, don't.
No. I beg of you, Pagan.
No.
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 I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I did find the Christmas Carol TV series though on YouTube. I don't know if that's gonna get removed. I'm sorry.
It's on YouTube?
Apparently so. Yeah, the full thing.
It's not.
No, it's not, PJ. Definitely not on YouTube.
It's on the tubes. Go get it.
It's
now.
on the other tube that I was thinking of.
Oh.
A woman
Porn
who calls her
tube.
nose her porn. Lol, the real thing.
Yeah, it was made for BBC from the guy that made Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. So it's like newish. It's not like an old show. It's like
2019.
newish.
It was 2019.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend that. And then I'm Getting Nothing for Christmas is popular.
See?
Monday.
I keep misinterpreting that as I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Like, I'm like, damn, that is some spicy pills you watching, hon. Christmas of year has
What
some
is happening right now?
Well, we started with ball gags. We have to sort of like continue through.
It's a circle.
No, we didn't.
Circle
We
around.
didn't. We could have just carried on like a
Nah.
normal show.
Why?
You know?
It wouldn't be trailer talk if we didn't drag ourselves through
If
the
I
gutter.
didn't borderline sexual harassment there somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
PJ.
That's probably true.
Thank God PJ's HR.
Well, PJ recommended some weird fucking show story on YouTube. Do you guys have anything you guys want to recommend? It doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be anything.
I mean, I don't know if it's a recommendation, but I just watched the first episode of the second season of White Lotus.
Oh,
Was
is
it
it good?
good? I haven't watched it. Is it good?
I liked it. The one thing that I didn't like was with our HBO 2, it stutters a little bit, so we were watching the intro. And I was like, oh, this is pretty. This is nice because they've changed the music a little bit. And then it gets into the weird, like, White Lotus, like, chanting. Everything just felt off. Like, it didn't go together, the music and the just chanting. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But I like it. I like that they're in Italy. I like the new groups of people. And then Jennifer Coolidge is back because everybody loved her. So, yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty chaotic. More death.
Well, I'm excited to watch it.
More death.
I'm excited to watch it.
More death.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
I watched
I
two
really
old
liked the
films.
first season. So
I've never seen
Yeah,
this is
first
on
season
Hulu,
was
right?
HBO.
HBO.
Oh, HBO. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. It was like it was like one of those weird shows I remember watching. I was like, this is really good, but it's also like not engaging. You know, like there's nothing here to hold me except the fact that it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like
The
nothing
original White
happening.
Lotus or the second one?
The original.
Oh.
You know, like like nothing happens on that show. Like it's just but somehow the way it's written and the characters that they've like created are just like it's like watching a train wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like
They're
you're
a
just like
mess.
I can't look away.
Yeah.
And there's something like I don't know why, you know, there's something like weird part of our brains that like likes watching that kind of stuff, which is it was fascinating to me. I don't know why I was watching. I was like, this is fascinating.
Yeah, I like the ending of the first season, and there's
Yeah.
always like a lot of oh god moments, like oh, like wow,
Yeah.
that happened.
I like a show that makes
Yeah.
you feel like that though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
also been
it's-
watching The Great, which I like that, and that also has
Great?
a lot of like oh god movement. Yeah, it's Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult.
Jesus, I never heard of
But it's
it.
about Catherine the Great, and it's
Oh, how cool.
it's a sort of like historically but not accurate retelling. Like,
Is it up there with Serpent Queen?
I think so. Yeah, because Serpent, like, it's really funny. It's really funny. Because
Oh,
Serpent
Yeah, they've
shit,
got
Queen,
some
that was
good
a
actors
pirate
in
noise,
this.
PJ.
yeah,
Oh, I'll give that a watch.
yeah, it's a lot of like
good.
fucked up humor. Like,
Oh, it's funny.
mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
I like that.
IMDb has a nice takeover where they do their takeovers.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Yeah,
what
I'm not
else?
watching.
Who
Pagan,
el- who's
anything
watching? Is
you're
that
not
what you're
watching anything?
recommending?
I watched two really old films on Netflix
Ooh.
recently because I don't know why I don't
Ghostbusters
no, I don't see
and-
too much. No, not even. Like they were kind of like okay. So we watched Con Air first. Watched Con Air first, which was like a blast. And then
that's a good 80s movie.
it's a great 80s movie. And then we watched The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage as well.
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie. I
That's
was
a good
like,
movie.
oh shit,
And
that's good.
Isn't the daughter the daughter in that is somebody famous now, right? The
Yeah.
role that played the daughter. Who is
Yeah,
that?
I
Was
believe
that?
so. I'll find out. But I thought it was really cool because after we watched the movie, if anybody doesn't know, The Rock is basically about trying to get into Alcatraz, like breaking into Alcatraz, and they get somebody who has been imprisoned for years by the American government to break into Alcatraz, and it's Sean Connery's character. And there's a theory online that it's Bond because he's like previous SAS agent, like British agent and all this, and he like got imprisoned for government secrets. And we were like, because the timelines kind of add up. I was like, shit, this is kind of
interesting.
like from when Sean Connery stopped being Bond. The timelines add up.
That's funny.
Because he's been in prison for like 30 years or something. And I was like, this
Yeah,
is, you know, that's actually a really
Michael
good
Bay movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I might
I would
be
find out.
confusing the idea of. I think I'm confusing the movie. Does
The lady
one
in
of
it,
them have
though,
a daughter that like if you don't do this we're gonna hurt your daughter? That's not the
No.
one?
Oh no.
No.
That was a
You're
different
confusing
movie.
the movie.
Absolutely
Yeah.
confusing.
No, it's Sean Connery. He's the only person who has ever escaped Alcatraz.
That's it.
And then
And Ed Harris
then,
and
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
Ed
movie.
Harris
very
plays like the
I'm gonna
terrorist,
watch that movie again.
and
the
he's
daughter
great.
in
Ed
it
Harris
is
is
Claire
amazing.
Forlani. But she is
Claire
she is
Forlani.
famous now.
She well,
was in Meet Joe
famous in that
Black
she
and
only
et
ever
cetera.
had one. Yeah, Meet Joe Black. Everybody thought she was going to get super famous out of that. Meet
She's
Joe
great.
Black. That to me is
It's a good
one
movie.
of my what's the word when you're like you shouldn't watch it but you enjoy it so much.
Oh, guilty pleasure.
It's a guilty pleasure. I love.
Why is that a
It's
guilty
so
pleasure?
great.
Do people not like that movie? I thought it was a great
Well,
movie.
it's got trashed a lot. I
Yeah,
love
sometimes
that
people
movie.
Really?
trash it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great movie. I love that movie.
I thought it was
Maybe
good.
it's because
Yeah.
I just like looking at Brad Pitt all the time.
I like
you do
Anthony
have a thing,
Hopkins. I'm
yeah.
there for Anthony Hopkins, bro.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
What a
yeah, that was
gent.
Great, yeah.
What a gent. There you go.
Yeah.
Those are my recommendations. Anything you watching, Drew?
Yeah, I was on the plane. I flew home to Kentucky, and I downloaded on Disney Plus. I downloaded the documentary Light and Magic, which is like the documentary on how industrial light and magic kind of like came to be, and like how it kind of like rose to its status as like the greatest like special effects house in the world.
Wow.
And it's awesome. I'm only like 4 episodes in, I think, out of 6. And it's an interesting look at how something like that just sort of like George Lucas had this thing. He's like, I need to do something that's never been done before. Find me people who are willing to do things that other people think I'm crazy, And it's sort of that. And he just like pull people in, and this thing starts, and having the wherewithal to kind of like say like, hey, I need a computer graphics guy. Way before people thought computer graphics were going to be a part of the film industry, he's like hiring computer graphics people to do things for his movies, and it's just a fascinating like having someone to have that like insight to say just like and the money.
Well, the other guys didn't say yes, and they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
The other guy, they were like, these can't do this on a laptop computer. That's bullshit. It's never going to happen. And those two big companies, and one of them was the ones that did the effects of the Starfighters. They're gone
Raging.
because they did not adapt.
Yeah. No, it's funny because PJ, you and I just went to Legacy Studios, and they're going like it's sort of like the opposite. They're now back to the practical, right? Like where like the industry sort of like went huge into CG, and now it's sort of like moving back into the practical effects, and it's interesting to see that shift. And a lot of the guys at Legacy, are taking a lot of the stuff that like ILM sort of like created and started, so it's kind of to see the swing and how it's all it's a fascinating, and again, I'm not even finished with it, but they go all the way through to kind of like Jurassic Park and talk about how they do that eventually and stuff like that. But
the way they did that in the beginning, where they would run the same piece of motion picture film, 35 millimeter film through the camera with a mask on it, like 85 times, exposing a little section at a time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So they had to build a different machine so they could layer more pieces of film on top of each other, because they only previously had a one that could do 2 pieces of film, and you'd have like the Star Destroyer, and the Millennium Falcon is on one piece. So you have the Millennium Falcon moving, and then you have this, and then you layer them, and then you film those 2 layers moving together. So it's like a film.
Now you have another piece. Now you got to take.
Yeah,
that
it's like
piece
a
out
copy of a
and do
copy of a
another.
copy, and you're like, holy fucking shit, this is insane. So they had to create something that could like layer more layers of film, so they could do the things that they could do in Empire and Return of the Jedi and shit. So it's crazy, dude.
That sounds real.
It's basically people. It's like a bunch of ragtag fucking nerds just like coming up with ideas, and like it's literally George Lucas saying like, I want to do something, figure it out. And a bunch of people going and saying like, okay, we gotta. It's like watching a NASA documentary in like Apollo 13. They're like, we have guys stuck in space. They're running out of oxygen. Figure it out. But it like apply that to nerd. Like apply that to like the movie industry. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like it's sort of like that's what they were doing. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Nowadays.
That is good.
It's hard to get everybody behind that and go.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a better coffee. Go get me one.
If we're on documentaries, there was one that we watched yesterday, and I thought it was great. It's called Being James Bond. It's about an hour long. It's on YouTube. It's about Daniel Craig's
see that, yeah.
like journey of being Bond, and it's a summary, and you get to talk to the producers and stuff. And it was a really cool documentary. It's on YouTube.
I watched the Joan Jett documentary. God, it's tough being a musician. Aww. Even when you're famous, it's tough.
Yeah.
Really tough.
It's being tough. I think tough in any of those aspects. An actor or musician is just fucking rough going, especially now.
Yeah.
Super tough.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got for the last 3 minutes?
I think we all. I mean, just to wrap up, I think most of us here are down to watch Christmas Story, even if that trailer was kind of meh.
Most, like 3/4.
Yeah. You're gonna watch 3/4 of the movie? Or
No, 3/4 of us here will watch that movie. I'm not watching that movie.
You're not. You'll watch it. I'll call Adam
watch
and
it.
Make her watch it. Make her watch it and a Christmas Vacation.
Do
it.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
And then Die Hard.
Obviously.
We do have a few. Pagan Cracked tomorrow.
Cracked is tomorrow.
Live
So
Twitch.
we'll be live on Twitch from 7 o'clock Irish time at twitch.tv/CouchSoup. And it is, I guess, episode 3 that we'll be recording live tomorrow. So, yeah, that was fun. We just encountered exploding babies and demon children. So that was... that's a great time. Dead Space, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Why?
Sounds horrifying.
People play this game for fun.
Can we just get a quick reenactment of like maybe a noise that we might hear while you're playing, like maybe a wah wah or like a or like
No joke. Somebody, I want to clip this from last week's episode. If you haven't seen it yet, please go see it. But last week's episode, I actually make monkey sounds. I properly make monkey sounds, and I go.
I need that. I need that for my...
I'm going to clip it. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I just panicked, but I was in the middle of saying ooh, and then it just
turned into a chimpanzee.
Into a chimpanzee scream.
Yeah.
It was you get a whole bunch of that over at Cracked. If you'd like to join us live, feel free to come on in.
Yeah, come for great gameplay, but also stay for the fucking weird noises.
Yeah, for animal impressions. Honestly, I'm from Africa, so I just want to be close to my home,
I mean, I still love zebra noises.
Zebra noises before as well.
That was great.
This is wild.
Zebra.
It's just
the whole
animal
kingdom is coming.
Yeah. Listen, if anybody needs me for ADR for monkeys or zebras, you give me a call.
Well, but the only way to get into character is for you to play a scary game. I'd be like, hold on, I got to get into character.
It's just that loop. It's just...
Amazing.
I'll have to clip it and send it to you. It's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, no, clip it. Put it on the channel.
Oh my
god. I don't know. We have any other announcements? When's our next? Trying to think. When's our next members hang? We have one scheduled yet?
No, but there will be one towards the end of the month. So we'll have a Q&A over on Circle. So if you're not part of the membership of the community, you can join for free or paid tier if you'd like to over on CouchSoup.com. And we run a Q&A every month as well as a members Zoom. But the members Zoom is at a paid tier. It's at one of the higher tiers. So feel free to look at the membership info on the website. I'll put it in the link as well. But yeah, they'll both be happening towards the end of the month. And then we might do something nice for like Christmassy themed to get us in the holiday spirit. December's ones will probably be earlier in the month so that we can kind of get them out of the way before the Christmas break.
Yeah. Yeah, because if there's anything, if you didn't notice, PJ is pretty into Christmas, and he doesn't really work after like the 15th of December. It's sort of like, where'd PJ go?
That's my brother's birthday.
He turned into
well,
Santa Claus.
We officially closed down for 2 weeks over Christmas.
It's true.
Yeah.
So we don't like to work at Christmas.
I mentally shut down for at least 2 months.
We work. We just don't like to work.
Is it to
hard.
reboot?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just mentally shut down, Stephanie. I think I just I have those moments. You know
She
what I mean?
plugs herself into a wall because
Yeah.
she's not real Stephanie.
I
She's
basically
a
run
robot.
out of
Oh,
battery,
that
and I was
explains
like,
so
Yeah.
much.
I needed
So that's
this
why
year.
you didn't want to go
It's
on
been a
Splash
busy
Mountain.
year.
listen,
explains
you
so
had to sit in
much.
front of me to take the brunt of it, Stephanie.
I did.
Stephanie left a wet butt print on a bench in Disney because she was fucking soaked from Splash Mountain. It was the funniest fucking thing. We got up off the chair and just see this big butt print.
That's her story. Meanwhile, she hadn't been on that ride in like 3 days. But, yeah.
Yeah. Why is your butt still wet?
Sweaty.
I don't know.
I might have peed a little.
That's funny. That was fucking
Don't
funny.
wear
I have
spandex.
footage of that. There will be some
You
kind
do.
of vlog at some point.
I have footage of
I have
that.
footage of that, yeah.
Oh man, that's some blackmail.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm yawning.
And
Anyway,
also,
sorry.
if you guys are, if whoever's watching Andor, we got a great recap series going over on CouchSoup.com. So if you need to kind of catch up on that show or get a really great breakdown of what's going on Andor, it's a great show. If you're into Star Wars, or if you're not
still
into
need
Star
to
Wars,
watch
it's
it.
still a great show. Go read those recaps. They usually come out a few days after the episode airs. I think on Thursday. Episode airs on Thursday. They come out over the weekend usually. So check that out. And we got a lot of other great stuff coming down the pipeline. We got some new contributors that are coming down too. We got the
welcome new
family is
contributors.
growing. Super cool, guys. Everything's it's all working. It's all good.
Yeah. And if you
Come-
have an
come be a
idea
part
or
of
you
it.
want a content pitch or something like that, just hit us up. Mostly
Yeah.
hit Drew and PJ up. I will just be there to encourage you and spur you on. But feel free.
Yes.
Feel free to hit us up, let us know. Members at CouchSoup.com. And yeah, we'll have a chat.
Awesome.
All right, everybody.
All right, everybody.
See you next week.
Like and
Peace
subscribe.
out, everybody. Yeah, like and subscribe.
Do
Watch The Crown season 5 tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow, right?
It
And
is.
don't
Bum,
forget
bum,
to vote.
And don't
Last
forget.
chance. That's
Yeah,
today.
vote.
Vote.
Don't
Vote.
forget to
That was
vote.
fun.
Stop bitching about your
Going to
country
vote
and
in the
actually make
rain.
change. Go vote. Thank you so much.
Said that Irishman.
All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.